Hello, my name is Gary, and I was raised in the Western United States, so I'm a native English speaker. I hope that you will enjoy this YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us.
Horseshoe crabs are ancient marine creatures that have persisted virtually unchanged for hundreds of millions of years. These ancient creatures have existed for over 450 million years, predating even the dinosaurs. Despite their name, they are more closely related to spiders and scorpions than to true crabs. These creatures are renowned for their unique appearance and medicinal uses. Horseshoe crabs have a distinctive horseshoe-shaped shell, which covers their head and body, prosoma, and a long pointed tail spine, telson. Their bodies are divided into three parts: the prosoma, front portion, opistosoma, rear portion, and telson. The prosoma bears 5 pairs of legs used for walking and feeding, while the opistosoma serves primarily as a reproductive and digestive area. Their hard shell, known as the prosoma, is composed of chitin and serves as their primary defense against predators. They are predominantly found in shallow coastal waters and tidal regions along the Atlantic coast of North America, extending into the Gulf of Mexico, Southeast Asia, and the Indian Ocean. They prefer sandy or muddy environments where they can burrow and forage for food. Horseshoe crabs primarily consume mollusks, worms, small crustaceans, and organic matter found on the ocean floor. Females can lay tens of thousands of eggs in a single nesting season. The eggs incubate in the sand for several weeks before hatching into larval forms called trilobite larvae, which eventually molt into young horseshoe crabs. Their blood is light blue due to its copper-based molecule, hemocyanin, which functions primarily to hemoglobin in vertebrates but uses copper to bind and transport oxygen throughout the crab's body. The limulus amoebocyte lysate (LAL) test derived from horseshoe crab blood is crucial in the pharmaceutical and medical device industries for detecting bacterial endotoxins in injectable drugs, vaccines, surgical implants, and other medical devices. While horseshoe crabs are not toxic to humans, they are not commonly consumed as food due to their unappetizing and indigestible internal structure. Horseshoe crabs have remained virtually unchanged for over 450 million years. Despite their name, horseshoe crabs are more closely related to spiders and scorpions than to true crabs. Horseshoe crabs inhabit shallow coastal waters along the Atlantic coast of North America. Their blood is colored light blue by hemocyanin, a copper-based molecule. The limulus amoebocyte lysate (LAL) test is derived from horseshoe crab blood. Females can lay tens of thousands of eggs during a nesting season. Horseshoe crabs primarily feed on mollusks, worms, and small crustaceans found on the seabed. The eggs of horseshoe crabs incubate in the sand for weeks before hatching into larvae. How long have horseshoe crabs remained virtually unchanged? Horseshoe crabs have remained virtually unchanged for over 450 million years. What are horseshoe crabs more closely related to than true crabs? Horseshoe crabs are more closely related to spiders and scorpions than to true crabs. What is the main material making up the prosoma of horseshoe crabs? The prosoma of horseshoe crabs is made of chitin. Where do horseshoe crabs predominantly inhabit? Horseshoe crabs predominantly inhabit shallow coastal waters along the Atlantic coast of North America. Besides mollusks and worms, what else do horseshoe crabs primarily feed on? Horseshoe crabs primarily feed on small crustaceans found on the seabed. What does the word molt mean in the context of animals? To shed feathers, to shed skin or outer covering, to hibernate during winter, to migrate for breeding. When do animals typically molt? During mating season, during periods of extreme cold, during growth and development, during periods of food scarcity. Which animals are classified as vertebrates? Animals with exoskeletons, animals with segmented bodies, animals with backbones, animals with 6 legs. Which is the defining characteristic of vertebrates? They have internal skeletons. They reproduce asexually. They live only in water. They have a hard outer shell.